everybody, my name's Renee and this is my cash stuffing journey. If you're new here, thank you so much for taking a chance and clicking on my video. I hope you decide to like, subscribe and stick around for a while. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your ongoing support. And I just forgot what I was going to say. Just went straight out of my flipping head. Oh, sweet Lord. No, I've completely forgotten. Literally just went out of my head. Has anyone else had that happen? Like, you'll be mid-conversation and you'll just forget it. Or you'll like walk into a room, have no idea why you're there. Put something down, forgot where it was. I don't know if it's old age or if it's just I'm a bit scatterbrained. I do actually also have a neurological condition that can make me like have brain fog. So that's always fun. It's always fun. Can make it hard to concentrate sometimes, to be honest, which you kind of need to do in my job. But anyway, so I'm gonna stop rambling because I'm over a minute into this video. Haven't said anything of substance yet. Although, I think a lot of my videos are like that. I do a lot of rambling and I go on tangents. Hi, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, this is pretty much on par for what you're gonna get. So I hope you decide to stick around. We are budgeting for, is it the 5th week of July? I think it's kind of like a half week. Like, I don't get paid 3 times this month, but because of how the pays land, I've got a budget for 5 weeks, if that makes sense. Actually, I do have a lot of new subscribers since I kind of explained it. So I get paid every 2 weeks. I am a salaried employee, so I get the same pay every fortnight. I work the same hours. I work a 40-hour week. And so what happens is I leave all of my bill money in the accounts. I have multiple accounts. I have like an annual one, a fortnightly one, a monthly one. So whenever the bill is coming in, I transfer the money from my pay into the account that it's going to come out of. And then all of my savings money is what I pull out for cash stuffing. The world is going through a cost of living crisis right now, depending on when you're watching this. If it's in the future, I hope everything is getting better. But at the moment, yeah, it's pretty tight. So our budget took pretty big hit, to be honest, between the cost of food and things like electricity, gas and rent in Australia. Like our wage is pretty much tapped out. My husband is my son's carer. He has autism, so he gets a small stipend from the government, and then he also has his own small business on the side. But that kind of took a hit as well between COVID. We never really recovered after COVID, and then when I had Evelyn, I had really bad postpartum depression, and to the point of Les had to stay with me all the time. So that the business took a big hit, and he's working really hard to try and get it back off the ground, but he has been doing it for over 10 years. And I even think he pushed so hard for so long that he got a bit burnt out. So yeah, we're kind of under the pump at the moment, but we do what we can with what we've got, and that's the whole point of budgeting. Don't focus on what other people are cash stuffing. You can focus on the process they go through, but everyone's budget is different, everyone's available income is different, everyone's goals are different. So do what works for you and your family. And then another thing is I also bulk film. So I get paid on a Wednesday. On Saturday of that week, I will sit down and I will film all of my videos for a 2-week period, and it's always filming in advance. So when I get paid, I am filming for up to the next month, if that makes sense. So it's a bit hard to explain because it can be complicated, but when I film, I already have 2 weeks worth of filming like scheduled, and then I'm filming for the 2 weeks before, like after that. So there's about a month difference from when you see it to when it actually happened. I do it that way so that if anything happens, I'm not just going to disappear. And also that's just when I can do it. I basically film when I can do it. So I always want to also be consistent, and I do 3 to 4 videos every week, although I'm currently taking a break from my shout out Sunday. So that was a bit of a long spiel before we get started. So let's just jump into this because I'm rambling again. So these are my high priorities. They're all getting $5. We've got deposit, emergency, Evelyn, William, Les, Renee, family fun, kids fun, car maintenance, specialist, health, fitness, future, goals, and Oshitaki mushrooms. Then low priority, we've got school expenses, household, car insurance, and Easter, and that's $35. And then savings challenges is $140. The bulk of my savings go into my challenges. Savings challenges are just what works for me. They keep me motivated, they keep me engaged. I enjoy them, and then once I've finished a savings challenge, I funnel that money into other areas that I need them. So low priorities, if I'm saving for something in particular, like for example, at the moment I'm saving to do a mini makeover on my son's room. So I'm using a couple of savings challenges for that. We are due to go away really soon for mine and my husband's birthday. Mine is on the 14th of July and his is on the 18th. We're going to go away that weekend. It's just an overnight stay, not very far away, but I'm very much looking forward to it, and I've been saving for like a long time, so I'm really looking forward to it. Now before I go, our local Aldi had a whole bunch of American snacks come in, so I went and bought a whole heap of them, and I was going to slowly release them with my budget with me. So the first one, now these are called Whoppers. They're the original malted milk balls. Now the reason I got these is because we have Maltesers, which if you live in Australia, everyone knows Maltesers. They looked very similar, and I know they're malt as well, so I'm hoping that they might be the same or better. But apparently these are the original ones, so I don't know if that's compared to like Australian Maltesers. I'm not quite sure. So these were made in the US. It doesn't say where because it's got a lot of it blacked out. So a single serving is 13 pieces. I could eat this whole box if it's good enough. How much? 18.1 grams in 13 balls. That's what she said. I shouldn't have said that. I might have to take that out. That's a lot of sugar. That's one thing I have noticed about US snacks. They're all very sugary. And they also have this high fructose corn syrup in it. We don't have that here. Well, if we do, I haven't seen a product that has it in it yet. So that's what it looks like. They smell, I don't know, they've got a unique smell. So this is what it looks like. It's like just a chocolate. That's pretty much the same size as a Malteser, maybe a little smaller. Would you believe it's like 7:30 in the morning having chocolate? No, they're not as good as a Malteser. Okay. Do you know when it's Easter and you go into like one of those really cheap shops and you buy dark chocolate, and then you open that dark chocolate and it's got kind of that white cast on it because it's been like sitting around for a long time, or it's like melted and then re-solidified? That's what that chocolate tastes like. It's nasty. And then the malt part of it's not too bad. It's just very, very tough. Like when you bite into a Malteser, the chocolate is kind of, it's a milk chocolate, I think, and it kind of melts, and then the malt inside is crispy, but it's like airy, and it just crumbles in your mouth. That is not like that. That is really, really tough. Is that, can anyone let me know if you like those, the Whoppers? I'd be interesting to see. Okay, and the second one is Hershey's. I have heard so much about Hershey's chocolate. It's like on all the movies and all the TV shows, but I've never had any. So Les picked up this little, Les actually found these for me. It's just this little bag and it's got like all little ones in it. So 4 pieces of chocolate is a single serving, and it's got 18 grams of sugar. And I don't know if this one has, no, this doesn't have the high fructose corn syrup. So we've got a plain one, a crispy, like one with Rice Crisps, a special one, and one with peanuts. So I love peanuts, so I'm gonna go these two. So they're like a little tiny bar. They're like, you know when we get like the bite-sized Mars bars and Snickers? I'm gonna try the original one first, actually. So Hershey's milk chocolate. Be interesting to see what American chocolate is like, because ours is really, oh, that smells like it's got a higher cocoa content than what I'm used to. Because Australian chocolate, it's kind of a bit, I'm not sure if you have Cadbury in the US, but it's very milky. It's very, like, melts in your mouth very easily. Okay, you ready? So we're going to try the original Hershey's. It's a lot harder than Australian chocolate. It's definitely got more cocoa in it. It's actually bitter. I don't understand something that's got so much sugar in it can be bitter. Oh yeah, 29% cocoa. Is this a mixture of dark chocolate and white and normal chocolate, milk chocolate? No, this says milk chocolate. It's very bitter. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. It's okay. You know, like when you buy a cup of coffee? Not that I do that often, but, and there's always that little bit right in the bottom, and you kind of forget about it. You let it go cold, and then out of sheer desperation, you drink it, and you get that strong, bitter one that makes you kind of pucker your face a bit. That's what it tastes like. Like it's, and then add that with dark chocolate. Because in Australia, that tastes more like dark chocolate than our milk chocolate. Like, then it does taste like milk chocolate. I'm not a fan of dark chocolate. But, so this is the peanut one. This one looks like it's a little bit of a lighter colour. So hopefully it might taste a bit better. I hope. That one's a lot softer, so it was a lot easier to bite into. I actually like this one. This one tastes like a Snickers bar. It pretty much tastes like our Snickers bar. So if you have these chocolates in the US, that's what our Snickers bar tastes like. I don't know if the Snickers bars are the same. There might be a difference because it seems you guys use high fructose corn syrup and we don't. I like that one. I didn't like the original one. Not at all. But I did like that peanut one. It tasted like a Snickers bar. Sorry, I just had a drink of my iced coffee. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Remember to live, laugh, love. And when life gets hard, just roll it in glitter. Bye, guys.